We should go live straight away. I think we'll go live straight away. It usually takes a couple of minutes for people to start dropping in, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does wait a minute before we get anyone. But hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're live and we're playing Code 1 again. My opponent this week is Keyline Prime. Why don't you introduce yourself, my friend?
Hi, so Canadian here. I can paint models professionally as a living. I've been playing Findy as well for close to 3-4 years at the moment. It has dominated all of my tabletop gaming at this moment.
It has a way of doing that.
Yeah, it kind of does. My Warhammer armies have been collecting dust since...
I ended up just getting rid of all mine. I've kept a shade under 2,000 points of Tau. And I've literally just sold out. Other than that, I figured keeping one army was smart, but yeah, it's
See, I get that. I ended up selling my Eldar, Dark Eldar, Harlequins, Death Guard, Nurgle Demons. My 30k as well I ended up selling, despite me having spent close to thousands of dollars on it. But there's one army I will not sell, and it's my out of production Renegade Guardsmen, because that army I have a lot of love in, and they're not being made anymore.
I mean, that's a bunch of rare miniatures as well, right?
Yeah.
You don't just go getting rid of that.
Mm-hmm. And I think I started up building up Necrons when they got updated, because that was my first army. I kind of want to jump back into them. But again, I haven't played a single game with them. They're just looking pretty in my display case.
So when I first got back into, when I first got into Infinity, I sold my Ultramarines army because I wasn't happy that the only way to really play them in any sort of roughly competitive way in 40k was to play them completely differently to how I wanted to build them.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think some Space Marine players have this issue if they want to take a lot of Firstborn. So I ended up selling them, and the money that I made just off of selling about 3,000 points of Ultramarines paid for my first 2 full-size Infinity armies and got me some models towards another 2 armies.
Yeah. Well, I got someone recently into Infinity, and he picked up this military orders box plus a couple other things, and he was like, so is this full army? I'm like, yeah, basically. And he tells me, oh, okay, I just haven't checked up the rules. I still need to buy their codex or whatever. I'm like, oh, buddy, wait till I tell you.
Oh, my friend. Yeah, you ain't gonna be having to break through no paywalls to play this game.
Oh God, yeah, no. And then even last night, I just remembered that I was able to tell him, hey, you know how GW likes to release models a week after they announce them? Here, they announce them a good 3 months in advance.
Yeah. Oh, you are desperate for those models by the time they come out.
There was one thing I remember you had come out with your video talking about Games Workshop. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but you had mentioned something of the Games Workshop bubble. I did want to touch a little bit on that, if you didn't mind, before we started onto the game.
Ecosystem. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it by all means.
So I talk about this on my stream all the time. Speaking of, can you toss me the link to your channel so I can pop up your chat and stuff?
Yeah, it's hang on, I can do it. I'll do it in Discord chat. In fact, hang on just a moment. I can one button share, copy
one
link.
button share, and I'll do much the same to you, so you can peruse my chat as they come up. There we go.
Beautiful.
So what ended up happening, right? Oh, there we go. So what ended up happening, right, is I talk about this all on my stream constantly, where the Games Workshop bubble isn't even just the fact that it's the most dominant, it's that everything's convenient.
Yeah.
They provide
absolutely.
every sort of facet of the hobby to you.
Yeah, so, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, you're jumping in, you're hearing about Warhammer, because it's, of course, the most popular one out there. It's got interesting setting, it's got your fantasy and your sci-fi flavors. You can pop into the store, and you start up your game. Now, what's interesting about this is that with every other game, there's interesting rules. There's usual cheaper games, but because Games Workshop is the most popular, and because those other games aren't present at where they're sold most of the time, you don't get a frame of reference for how other games are played.
Absolutely.
So you get in, you buy your rule book, you buy your army's rule book, which only happens, I think, in a quarter of the games I've played before. And you don't know that that's weird. You don't know that that's almost extortionately expensive.
Yeah, and I think also the other thing, while we're on that subject, is that most people also don't realize how uncommon it is to even pay for rules. Like, normally when you buy a rule book for a game, it's because you want to physically own the book. It's not because you need it as a point of entry to play the game.
Yes, Infinity has its own books, but they are lore heavy with wonderful art and usually just touch upon newer units and their background. They're not about the rules.
But also, on top of that, Infinity also make all of their actual rule books available as free PDFs.
Yeah,
the complete books.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even know that.
Oh, in that case, have I got a link for you?
Right. So, I do own the books.
You are.
So, but past that, even just past the rules and stuff, you're doing your hobby. You're like, all right, I need paint. Well, Games Workshop has paint. You need clippers. You need glue. Games Workshop has both of those. Everything is provided to you to be self-contained within their store and never really actually have to leave. But even past that, you've done your hobby. You've got your armies. You've got a full Eldar army and an Orc army. And then you've dabbled a little bit in Stormcast Eternals. You're getting a little bored of the game. You want to try something else. Oh, well, they provide Kill Team, Warcry, Blood Bowl, all these secondary small little games that are still within their universe. So you can get your little bit of weird flavor and your new game excitement without ever actually having to leave your Games Workshop.
And what happens there is that builds a level of kind of almost verging on fanatical brand loyalty that then causes people to... They then see games made by other developers as almost kind of missing a certain level of pedigree, or like it's actually, interestingly, tomorrow's weekly waffle will be coming out in the morning, and one of the things I touch on in there, we're talking about alternate games or alternative games, and it's this interesting phenomenon. It's something I mentioned in this video, that there's an illegitimacy that gets branded against non-GW games purely on merits of how GW builds its fan base. And it's almost as if a game not being made by GW makes it automatically be viewed as a knockoff or like a store brand game.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You're at the Games Workshop. You don't meet these other players, and so when I talk to people about like Infinity or BattleTech or even the Batman game, I forget what it's called. I think it's just
called the Batman Miniatures game.
Okay, so they're like, well, I've never met these other players. Are they really that popular? It's like, yeah, the issue is you got to leave your store.
Yeah.
And then you have to peruse and find these groups that are sort of spread out everywhere. Now, Toronto has an amazingly supportive and huge following of Infinity players. Right. Our local area in the Durham region near Toronto, we always got together on Brew Wizards, and it's a good group of about 30 or so players, and we always have at least 6 or so, sometimes more, show up at our gaming cafe to play together. But you wouldn't know that if you just went to Games Workshop or if you just went to the other sort of gaming groups.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is the interesting thing, is I think GW's strategy at the moment, and I don't know if this was this is definitely not always the case, but at the moment I think their strategy actually relies on people not looking elsewhere. Because invariably, as soon as you look elsewhere, you start to realize, you start to see these trends, these patterns. Most other companies distribute their rules in a more customer-friendly way. Most other companies have far fewer paywalls. Most other companies are actually not as far behind Games Workshop's miniature quality as Games Workshop want you to believe. In the case of a company like Corvus Belli, they straight up make better quality miniatures than Games Workshop. But no one's talking about it because they're a tiny company. And I think it's reached the point where GW is actually reliant on this ecosystemic kind of brand loyalty in order to continue to sell people the idea, the brand, the prestige, the privilege that comes along with being a Warhammer player. Because in no other game does the maker of your game treat you as badly as the maker of that game treats their customers. In no other game do you have to work as hard to keep up to date.
Yeah. I've noticed that, especially there was one specific moment where I labeled Corvus Belli as just a almost a deity in terms of companies that make tabletop gaming. And is during the start of the lockdown, they came out with a studio update, and Bustria was talking about how happy he is to see that people are just actively playing the game on Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, well, Tabletop Simulator doesn't get the main profit, nor they're just happy to see people playing the game.
Jesus, they hosted the 29 IGL on TTS, right? Because of COVID. The 2020 IGL, sorry.
Yeah.
They hosted it on TTS because of COVID. Like,
yeah, it's incredible because like you never see that out of Games Workshop. Games Workshop actively takes down every single Warhammer mod that pops up every now and then.
Right.
To the point where you have to get like background mods that aren't on the Steam Workshop just to get your Warhammer models. And whereas this one is just, it's completely endorsed by the company. I've never seen.
I think this is the thing is, people will often wonder why people who have moved away from Games Workshop or who aren't fans of Games Workshop these days, why they're so passionate about communicating why GW are a problem. And this it's something that comes up all the time is people really want to believe that if you don't support the GW hobby and you try to encourage people to look at the broader hobby, there's this automatic branding that comes along with it, that you're somehow against the hobby, you're a problem within the hobby, you're trying to ruin people's fun, you're a buzzkill, all of this stuff. And this is exactly what Games Workshop wants. The reason people communicate with such passion when they're into these other games, these other systems, is because they want people to understand you deserve better. You're spending fortunes on this hobby with these companies. You deserve to be treated like the company cares about you. And universally, every other company that you spend your money with on a miniatures war game will treat you better than Games Workshop do. And so the reason people get so passionate about it is because they care about the community, the players.
Yeah, when people get into Infinity, I want them to have a good time. I want them to know where their money is going and not have to spend too much on it. The fact that people have to spend more money on getting a rule book and their army's rule book than I would to actually just get a full Infinity army is just despicable. At some I don't want to conflate it, but that's what it feels like.
If we go with just say American currency to get a good baseline average, then the big rule book, 2 codices, and the current tournament mission pack, the current GT pack, just those books together, so just those rules that you would need for 2 people to play, you'd spend it's a shade under $200 US. It's about
somewhere around there. It's like even the core rule book and just 1 codex. Just if you're just flat starting, it's immediately almost like above $100.
Yeah. So let's just say, being rough, I haven't checked current US prices because I'm just spitballing here, but let's just say roughly $200. If you're buying into Infinity with $200, you could literally get a battle pack, which gives you a 15-point army for each person, and scenery and a board and everything. Yeah, you could buy an additional scenery pack and some additional booster packs for both of those armies. And I reckon for $200, you could probably build 2 200-point armies and have scenery to play with, and all of the rules are free. Just so for the same cost as just the rules for 2 people to play 40k, 2 people can completely play Infinity.
Yeah, even the cost of their start collecting battle boxes, that's a full army. That's one action pack. You're done.
There you go. Elijah Prophet over in my chat says, I've spent more on codices in 9th edition than I've spent on 3 full N4 armies and the Aleph action pack.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's buying through discounters. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
How can I not find you on Twitter? Where's
I deleted my Twitter account. That's why you can't find me on Twitter. Yeah,
yes, you had that big post about it. Now I'm remembering it.
It wasn't a big post. Don't make out like I'm some Twitter drama queen. I literally just posted saying I literally just posted saying it's not really for me anymore, folks. I'm not super enjoying it. I'm gonna stick to my other social medias. If you would like to continue talking to me.
The tabletop communities have this huge sense of toxicity, and I don't see it anywhere else. It's only with Warhammer. I never see it in BattleTech. I don't see it in Infinity. I never see people just arguing in Infinity. They never talk about balance. It is.
I certainly don't see it in Infinity. I will say in BattleTech there's some issues. There's definitely some issues.
That's true. I shouldn't say it because I don't actively play it, but from the people I've talked to who do play BattleTech, they're pretty all right guys.
Yeah, it's definitely way more chill than the Warhammer community. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway, should we play a game of Code 1, Chris? Because we're
we've been faffing about for about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. We need to make a start. So, folks, we've already deployed.
There was just one more thing I just wanted to add to this too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was that again playing into the whole Games Workshop bundle? Say you do get someone interested. Say they do want to try out Infinity. You talk to them, and then they're like, "That looks really great, but I'm already spending so much with Warhammer, I can't start another game."
Well, that's the other thing, isn't it? It drains people's finances so deeply that they can't break free into another system because
it's abusive relationship.
Because even if they really love these other systems, they know that Warhammer's where they're guaranteed to get regular games with a large group of people, and so in order to break away, you have to break away in the knowledge that this new game that you want to buy into, you're gonna have to work harder to play it as often.
Socrates in my chat mentioned as well that it was a huge money sink. He says, I gave up on GW because they took so long to get out the codex for armies, and by the time they get all out, they're rolling out a new revision.
Yeah.
So even the Necron Codex came out last year. There's already like 5 pages you have to print out and shove into your book.
So there was still rules supplements for 8th edition coming out. I think it was like a month before 9th dropped. I think the last Psychic Awakening book.
7th edition, I bought this Chaos expansion, which gave us like Legion tactics. It came out a month before 8th edition dropped, and I was furious. I was fuming about it.
Yeah, it's unforgivable.
Thanks, guys.
It's absolutely unforgivable. Right. A few more comments from Elijah just before we get started. He says, Infinity helps the cause by not having any factions that are genetic supremacist fash. Yeah, agreed. Infinity in general is just very good at representation. I think Infinity is probably the only game I can think of that allows broad groups of real world people to actually feel seen.
It's very cultural. It feels like set in the universe. It's also the only game I've seen with female heavy infantry, which is something that never popped up until I started playing Infinity. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Why haven't I seen that before?
Absolutely. Then he goes on to say, BattleTech has the problem of people being way too into the genetic purity of the clans. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Warhammer has, all of it. Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is a lot of fash or kind of pseudo-fash.
I've seen some comments from people who say, once GW breaks down, they're gonna come for our Battletech communities next, and so I understand why you say that Battletech has a bit of that problem too. It seems to be that some of the more underground kind of fast players also play Battletech for some reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's play some Code 1.
All right, give me a right to left on your army here.
Okay, so yeah, we've already deployed, we've already rolled. I'm going to be going second, Chris is going to be going first, and we're going to give you a quick talk over what models you can actually see on the table, because I've got a lot of camo tokens, which is kind of normal because I'm playing Ariadna. So we've got William Wallace here on the right flank, just a very solid close combat unit. He's pretty soft, but he is very, very, very reliable in close combat, and he's got a +1 damage AP rifle as well, so he's not terrible at the shoots.
Okay,
we've got Go on.
I feel I should probably bring up a secondary window with the Code 1 rules for your army, because I keep using reference because I don't play against Ariadna all that often.
Okay.
And even past that, I am not familiar with Code 1 Ariadna, so I'll have to ask you a lot of questions when it comes to the characters.
That's all good. We've got a Rock-Up Paramedic here, just hiding behind this building. We've got a Cosmo with an AP rifle here. So this is it's a bit of a weird Cosmo. They're normally like a heavy weapons platform. This one is a +1 burst AP rifle. But it also has a heavy flamethrower. So this is the kind of close to medium range Cosmo, as opposed to the other two that are really good at long range. And I feel like this is probably the better one against Combined Army, just because with Combined Army you tend to want to get a little bit closer to them anyway. To improve your detect rolls, especially when you're playing with Ariadna, who you don't have to fear their CC as much, because you're generally kind of higher CC, higher fizz on your average troops anyway.
And you can't depend on MSV since it's so rare in the army.
Yeah, we've got 2 models in the entire Code 1 army.
Do you have Mavericks in Code 1?
No, we get Unknown Ranger, and Uxia has a profile.
Oh, so they're not even generic units; they're named characters.
Yeah. There's an Unknown Ranger profile with MS. Well, all the Unknown Ranger profiles have MSV, and Uxia has a profile. So then we've got a 112 over here. So that's a second Doctor. I quite like 2 Doctors in this mission because they're specialists, so they can go after consoles, but they also help keep the rest of your team up. Yep. And then hiding just in this corner here, we've got an Unknown Ranger with an AP Spitfire. So lots of AP and lots of camo. Yeah, we've also got 5 camo tokens. You can see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 camo tokens. All with Mimetism -3 as well. So,
all right, that sounds about like me.
Yeah, we're pretty hard to hit. Let's go over to your side, and you can tell us what you've taken.
All right, left to right, I've got a Nox with a combi rifle. This is going to be just basic troop, nothing special about him.
Nice and simple.
Up here we have a Q drone, so basic TR bot with mimetism, because that's the combined special flavor. HMG version, because I know you can take a plasma rifle version. However, I think that's only in N4. You only get the HMG flavor in Code 1.
That's right.
We have a Jaith Cutthroat, which is a wonderfully unique type of unit. High CC with MSV1. I was about to say ODD, but it's Mimetism -6. And Martial Arts level 3. They're beefy tanks. This specific version has a boarding shotgun, as well as being a specialist part of his profile. In N4 is actually a Vulcan shotgun. So wonderful. Over here we have the Guilo, which is our quote-unquote heavy infantry. For those unfamiliar with Guilo is Shasvasti heavy infantry with 3 armor. However, it has nanoscreen, which provides cover all the time. Just at all points.
Yep, except for in close combat. Always in cover against ranged.
Yeah, exactly. He is equipped with a AP Spitfire, which is always nice. We have a MedTech Obsidon Mechanoid.
It's Dr. Worm.
Dr. Worm, our engineer / doctor unit. No slave drones, because I was interested more in taking specialists more than anything else.
Absolutely.
And then another basic Nox. And then we have a camo token here, a camo token up here, another camo token up here, and then a TO camo token up here. Which in Code 1 and N4 speak, that would be a -6 camo as opposed to -3.
There we go. Okay, so as I say, we have already decided. I just need to place my prone markers.
Okay, so there is prone in.
Yeah, I've got.
I think that was the other question. So for those, I guess that are. I guess for future reference, I have been playing steadily for 4 years, as I mentioned. So my jump was from N3 to N4, and I am completely unfamiliar with Code 1. So this is going to be my first Code 1 match.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That would be... There we go.
There we go. I'm going second, so it would be...
Right. So that would be...
Yeah,
there
like
we go.
Nice. I think we're ready to start. So yeah, I've just got two prone.
All right. I think we are indeed just about ready then.
I'll put this prone marker here so you can see it.
Let's see where to start off. All right. 10 order to start off. There's no command token stuff in.
There is not.
Okay, good. Because I use them incorrectly all the time, so that saves me the embarrassment. I'm going to activate my Jaith Cutthroat here.
Okie dokie.
He is going to move a good 4 inches out here. It's got a bit of lag, but it'll be fine. We'll survive.
Okay.
Any arrows?
I can. It's just whether or not I will. Oh no, this guy's prone, so he won't be able to see because he's only as high as his base. No, in that case, no arrows. You do your thing.
I'll continue his movement out to here.
Alrighty.
Okay. Next, I believe I'll activate him again.
Okay.
And I'll move him up to the cover right about here. Any arrow.
Around about here, okay. So this guy's min -6, right?
Yes, he has mimetism -6. I was all about to say ODD again. It's not even an N4 thing, it's a N3 thing.
Interesting.
This is one of the times I wish I had like 500 monitors. I feel like I should bring up my list on my phone just to have both chats up.
I will elect to not ARO.
All right. I will use my action to attempt a discover on you because he has MSV1.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to... Let me see. How far is this? Just about... Oh. There we go. 9 inches, I believe? Yes. 9.9. You have cover. MSV means nothing there. And discover. I always had to check the discover range band. It should be like something I know by heart, but oddly enough, I don't.
It is 0 at 8 to 32.
So going on a flat whip of 10 with your cover. 50-50. That's a fail.
You failed.
All right. So I'm going to spend another one here. And I'm going to... Oh, there's a lot of units up there. I don't want to get too cheeky just yet. I'm going to peek out here.
Hey, Pokey. Okay.
Any arrows?
No.
Okay. I'm going to attempt the same thing, revealing myself as a Caliban with a Spitfire.
Hi, Caliban with a Spitfire.
I love the Caliban so much.
Yeah, we have a guy in our Discord, Steve the Novice. He's a big Combined Army fan, and his love of Combined Army started when I sent him a Caliban. So it was his first Infinity model that he painted, and he's now a big lover of Combined Army. He might actually be here. He might be watching, but he may be not typing.
Should definitely, if he ever jumps into a proper N4, Onyx Contact Force is one of the most fun and infuriating armies to play against.
Yeah, I bet.
Getting hit by plasma is just a perfect day to ruin people's days, or a perfect way. All right. I assume you have cover there. I think.
Yes. Yeah. The intention is to be just touching the little peg here. It's just obviously Tabletop Simulator doesn't always like you to.
Well, you know the nudge trick, right?
Yeah. Tabletop Simulator can just be a bit fussy sometimes. It will bounce you back off. See, like this.
Yeah.
Can you see what it's doing?
All right.
He allowed it that time. I nudged it a bit harder and it allowed it.
All right. So let me see. Willpower on Caliban is 13 as well. This is going to be another flat 10. Hey, there we go. That's a success.
Okay.
Reveals itself as her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's all right.
What's she equipped with right now? Born shotgun?
Yeah, she's got BSG, MSV1, pistol, and an APCC weapon.
All right. I'm going to spend one order to move the Caliban.
Run away!
Well, I got a plan. I got the big brain moves.
Sneaky Caliban.
All right. And your reaction?
Yeah, we'll take a shot while he retreats.
All right. I'll return fire with Spitfire. So that'd be range band 2, which would be +3 for Spitfire.
I think I'm going to have to use my boarding shotgun on hit mode because I have a feeling that would have been outside of 9 inches when it was here. So that's going to be at 0 range.
Yeah, I'd probably be inclined to agree with that.
So BS11, 3 for cover puts me on 8s.
And do you have MSV1 on her?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, I got 4 shots.
I got a 5.
Just for general quickness, are most of the rules for the guns kind of the same in Code 1?
Yeah, they're all pretty close, yeah. Spitfire is damage 14, burst 4.
Okay. All right. So, hang on 9s, which means I hit you for 2.
Yeah, so this is damage 14. I'm going to be on 12s to save here. She's probably dead.
Okay.
Oh, we nearly did it. She's unconscious.
Okay.
She's not dead.
Conscious is good enough. See, the trouble that you're going to have here, though, with playing against Combined Army is you're going to have to double tap a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, they can do some naughty things when they're down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for those unfamiliar with Chasvasti specifically, when they are in unconscious, they don't actually go unconscious. They go into spawn embryo state, which is basically the same thing. It's just that they still count towards dominating quadrants or spaces in which that is the rule. All right. Okay, I think that went pretty well. Let's see what else we can do here. You got a little chunk here that I'm not too happy with, so I'm going to see if I can avoid that for the time being. I'm going to activate the Guilo.
Okay.
Guilo being
how low? Guilo.
Guilo.
Hey, friend.
There we go. And yeah, we'll just move 4 inches out here for the meantime. Wonder if I can space him so that he's not nudging against the building. There we go. Hey, okay, perfect.
Nice.
All right. Any arrows at the moment?
I don't think anyone sees him.
I think many people can see him.
Who do you think can see him?
Your Cosmo,
Cosmo's
Wallace,
prone.
and the camo. Oh, okay.
Cosmo's prone. Wallace is prone.
And right.
The camo can. But I don't know if this camo... Let me check which model this is.
That's always the trouble.
Would this model like to reveal? Probably not. No, I think we're good.
Okay. Simple enough.
You just keep getting closer.
Yeah, and there's no suppressive fire, like you said, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will continue my movement because I do not trust myself to try and reveal something that far away.
Smart.
Here we go. Nice and simple.
Okay. I don't think that attracts any new arrows. Nope.
No, I don't think so. Now that I know that those two characters are prone. Okay, so I'm going to move this character now. Okay. This camo token is going to move 4 up here.
Oh, that's interesting. Out of cover versus the Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't see a future in which we're not going to AROBS attack here.
So what will your action be?
I will delay.
Okay. I'm going to continue moving.
Okay. So I'll lose my ARO there, right? Because I can't now discover.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, no, you can't discover an ARO, can you? You can only discover in the active turn.
No, you can discover an arrow.
What am I thinking of?
Unless that's a code 1 thing that I'm not familiar with.
What am I thinking of? Hang on.
A Saga, what are you doing up? It's like 6 a.m. It's not 6 a.m. where he is. That is a lie. A lightning storm woke him up. A lightning storm. See, we got nice fluffy snow going on outside here. Let me take my webcam and just show you guys.
Okay.
It's nice and wintry outside.
So in that case, I wouldn't lose my arrow, right? I can still roll to discover. You went
no,
move.
The delay does not allow you to lead into a discover.
Right.
As far as I know, the delay lets you react by shooting or dodging.
Yeah.
But discover it's its own separate thing because it's technically a movement arrow.
Yes, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Lightning storm in Texas. That's crazy. You guys are gonna get crazy kinds of weather.
Texas does love doing a weather.
Yeah, well, at least it's better than the weather at Saga's old place. Not to throw him under the bus, but coming from California, I'm sure he's enjoying the weather in Texas a little bit better.
Yeah.
Us here in Southern Ontario, I'm right next to Lake Ontario, so winters get a little bit chilly, but during the summer it's awful because you get the most moist, swampy air possible. Up to like 35 degrees. I think it was climbing up to like 40 this summer.
Eesh. Too much.
Yeah, much too much. Okay, well, this model's gonna do kind of its own thing then, since I'm learning all these things about Code 1. Okay, I'm gonna activate my TO camo model. And it's going to right about here.
Okay. I will not.
Don't think the red one can actually see it. I think it's behind the billboard a little too hard.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah, it can see like a millimeter. It can't see enough to ARO.
Yeah, exactly. So I will move it up to here then as a second action.
Okay, I'm gonna check zone of control here.
Okay.
It's out.
This thing's still very much in the sight lines of the Unknown Soldier, because the console is only S3, I believe.
I don't think they actually have a silhouette size in Code 1.
In Code 1. Okay.
Yeah. I think they are just a marker. But yes, okay. I can definitely still see you, yeah.
All right. I'm going to spend one more action to move it right about here.
Okay. I am going to attempt to discover this time.
Okay. I'm going to save you the trouble, and I'm going to reveal myself as a shrouded hacker. And my actual action is going to be placing a...
hang on a minute. Because you were moving within zone of control of this model, and I totally missed it. Totally missed it. So hang on. You were here, right?
Yeah.
You were like here?
Yep. Right about here-ish.
So you were... Right. So we wouldn't have been able to ARO last turn. You were out of sight last turn. And then you was here. And you activated here. Now that is interesting. That model might want to do something.
Okay. The saga says it's about 22 Celsius in the middle of winter.
Gross. That's so gross. Yeah, so as you activate here, I think this model is going to reveal itself and try to dodge.
Okay.
Wait,
that doesn't change what...
Oh. Hang on. I'm just trying to think, because this... So... What I want to do here... I'm trying to figure out how this actually works. What I would like to do here is reveal myself and dodge into CC.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, I feel like that's a thing I can do, but I don't know whether I do it after you've finished your movement or during your movement. Like, how does it work? When do I do it?
Dodge into CC.
I know it's a thing that I can do. I know it's like...
Yeah, I know you can. It's just I'm trying to think of the logistics of it. I don't believe you can jump into base contact with a camo token.
That might be true. Yeah, that might be true.
So I think what's going to actually occur is on my second action is when you would
so I'd delay.
Yes.
And then you finish your second action. Here,
I finished my second action, and then that's when you try to dodge. My second action, by the way, is going to be placing down a... Oh, where did I even throw that? Right about here.
Is it a mine? Because I believe in Code 1 they have to be placed in silhouette contact.
Yeah, well, it's along its movement.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because he moved up from there, so it's going to be placed at the start of his movement,
so or like place a mine there. Yeah. So I guess if you're going to do place deployable, instead I could just reveal and shoot. Like I'm totally allowed to just do that instead. Because I delay and then you go place deployable, so I go okay, I'll shoot then.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So I'm going to reveal, and I'm going to lay a template on you.
Oh, good, SAS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to treat you to a boarding shotgun template.
Okay. I think the Shrouded have like no armor or anything, so I'll just roll before I even check.
Yeah, it's burst. Oh no, no, it's burst 1 in ARO. So yeah, just damage 14.
Yeah. All right, so that is a fail, and that is unconscious. Nice. Or spawn embryo, I should say.
Yeah, embryo state. Okay, sorry, it got a little bit messy there because I completely forgot that the SAS was there.
Yeah.
So apologies for that.
No problem. All right. Well, the mine's there, so fun times for all.
Yeah, the mine does kind of cause a problem for the SAS. Although I think I can shoot it, right? I'm pretty sure I can shoot it.
You can shoot it, but being that close, it's gonna go off and hit you, even if you activate them.
Yeah, so I guess my best bet is to just try and dodge it.
You would have to dodge it, yeah, at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in line of sight, so I can.
Yeah, might as well.
It's not like I get the -3.
Let me see. What do I have in terms of other options?
Grayscale camo is too good. Yeah. What have you got? 2 orders left? 3 orders left? 2. Nice.
2 orders left. I'm just trying to debate whether to use it on my Noxes or some other camo. You know what? I'll do this camo just to get him moving.
Okay.
I don't like him sitting there. All right.
No arrows.
All right. And I will continue his movement over here.
Sweet.
Oh, it's very weird using this army again because I've been running through like Invincibles pretty recently, so it's weird not to do 6-2 movements.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, one of the great things about Invincibles is they're just such a good army for positioning. Like they're just really good at being able to go where they want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I think their strongest thing though isn't even their armor; it's 100% their order efficiency. Mm-hmm. Being able to take a 10-man squad in like I think up to 3 fire teams that are all self-sustained because of number 2, and also having tactical awareness in NCO spread like everywhere across the army. Taking one 10-man combat in a group will usually end up giving you 13 or 14 orders.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It is pretty great.
That was the SAS, right? Okay, you're a little far from me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Guilo, and I'm going to actually pick him up and move him.
Okay.
Upstairs. Oh, hold on. It'll be 2 inches, and then 2 inches up like this. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Okay. That's God skills. MLG Tabletop Simulator playing.
And let me just position him a little bit better.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, I'm just spinning him. There we go. There we go.
Talk about tempting fate. I can't believe it dropped properly twice.
All right, and I am good at the moment.
Okay, it's over to me.
Not just yet. Oh. As it flips over to you, I get to roll a regeneration roll on my Shrouded.
Yes, you do.
Yes. All right, so let's see if this works.
So, fizz roll, right?
Maybe. I rolled a 12, which is my fizz. I just need to check if it's... Okay, it's not -3, so he actually does get back up.
Okay. Well then, Shrouded.
Nice. Now the SAS is even more of a pickle.
No, the SAS is in a much better position now. Because now she can actually just dodge into CC and still be avoiding this.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah. she's just more incentivized to do the same thing now. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to start my turn on 9 orders because Uxia is down. Okay. And let's start off with that SAS because that's not really a critical play other than trying to take out a bit of your sector control.
Yeah.
So we'll activate
that's
here.
That's the most obvious one. So
we'll activate here. Your mine will trigger, and I'm going to declare dodge against your mine. So, okay. So I'm going to be dodging. I'm trying to dodge to here.
Okay. The Shrouded himself, I believe. Let me see. What's he equipped with?
You can get an ARO.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide. At that range, I think a BS attack would be ideal. No, CC would be ideal at this point, but your CC is crazy high.
Martial Arts L2, CC 22.
Yeah. Well, the negative is going to hit me either way, so I might as well just CC back. Okay. I could do the cheeky thing and just put down a second mine just to be annoying.
You do get one free hit. You do get one free hit because my first move into combat is in dodging this.
Yeah, that's true.
So you are going to get a free hit. But, like, it's the only way she's getting out of that tricky situation with that mine anyway, so may as well try it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the math. Yeah, so the shooting you is BS 12, but then it's +3 for range, -3 for mimetism. So I'll just CC, which is just a flat 14.
Okay, so you're rolling a flat 14 on me. I'm rolling a flat 13 to dodge the mine, and I failed to dodge the mine, so she's just going to die.
And that would have been a successful CC as well.
So actually, your CC won't happen now because she doesn't move because she failed her dodge.
Does the mine still have shock built in?
I think shock mines are in code 1.
And it says anti-personnel mine. No, this isn't a shock mine. This is just normal anti-personnel.
Oh, they're AP mines. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the damage on an AP mine?
13.
Okay, and she is actually supposed to be touching this wall, so I don't think she gets cover anyway. But
you still do your movement. It's just the dodge was a separate thing.
Oh, of course, yeah, because I was. Oh, so how does this work then? So I was doing move here.
Yep. And then I would
mine
declare
detonates and goes off against me, and then I was declaring dodge against the mine.
Well, you declare just a dodge in general, and whereas I was declaring a CC. So the movement still happens regardless of what occurs afterwards.
Yeah, you're right. Hang on.
Sure thing.
I'm just trying to work out if I can get cover from this mine.
No, it's a template weapon.
Yeah. Right. So I failed the dodge, and I need to save against mine. The mine's damage 13.
Mine is damage 13. Wait. I think it's actually different.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh. You have to take another one from my CC as well.
Yeah, so she's actually dead. Okay.
Well, you would take your armor save against my CC as well.
Oh, right, yeah. What's your fizz?
Fizz is... Well, you rolled 3.
Doesn't
I don't think I need to check it that far. She died from a pretty hefty sneeze.
Okay, things are not going well this game. Things are not going well at all. Who would have known that I'd roll a 19 on that fizz roll?
I'm gonna be honest. I almost completely forgot that the Shrouded had regeneration, so I was just saying there, it's like, God damn, my Shroud died already. God damn it! And I'm like, oh, it's not his rule.
You need to remove your mine.
Yep.
Let's get that off the board and
give it a launch. There we go.
All right. Let's see here.
Temperature in the high today is 20 Celsius. Oh.
I think
the Unknown Ranger can't throw his mighty shield Captain America style. Yeah. Well, it's not exactly aerodynamic, that shield there. It looks a bit like it's kind of a scrap riot shield in that case.
It's a little bit clunky chunky.
Saga asked you what your opinion on Tunguska is.
I don't play much N4 at the moment. I'm only just learning N4. So as a sectorial, I have very little opinion on them right now.
That's fair. Tunguska has a lot of the weirder toys and nomads, including the transforming motorcycle, the Puppet Tactica company.
I've played a sum total of 1 game of N4, so my experience is almost entirely Code 1 still at the moment.
Yeah, that's understandable. They have this one wonderful unit called the Hollow Men. However, they're heavy infantry remotes, but the lore for them is very interesting. What usually occurs on the nomadic spaceships is if a woman is pregnant and the baby is going to come out like deformed or deranged, or if they simply do not want the child, what they can opt to do is sell off the body to some of the mafia organizations. And what they do is they extract the brain out, put it into a VR simulation, and what the brain believes it's doing is it's going through just like basically like a Second Life sort of simulation, and the playing shooter games. But the shooter games are actually them playing or them acting out in that robotic body they're in.
Oh, crazy!
It's very
so
morbid.
The simulation controls the robot.
Yeah, so sort of, and it's actual like developed human brain controlling the entire robot body, believing it's playing a video game, whereas it's actually like one of the most loyal heavy infantry units that a mafia boss can get.
That is messed up.
It is very messed up. But that's Tunguska. Everything's just hackers, mafia in them. It's very, very interesting.
I do not like how trapped my Cosmo is here.
Yeah,
the funny thing is, or the silly thing is, that if this were the long-range Cosmo profile...
he'd be fine.
I wouldn't be worrying. At all.
No. See, I was worried about my list too because I didn't take any snipers, which I almost always do with Shasvasti. At least either a sniper or at least I take a Noctifer just to be that guy. But I just opted for the Q drone and hoped that he would do the job.
For sure.
Where's my music? Why is it stopped? It's because I was talking too much.
Okay. Let's do some stuff. I'm going to flip an order.
Okay.
I'm going to activate the Unknown Ranger.
All right.
And we're going to move 6 inches over here.
Okay.
Do you have anything?
Yes, I do. Because I do have the TO camo unit here.
Yep, that's probably in zone. Yeah, it's in zone.
Mm-hmm.
So you can dodge or reset if you wish.
Would he... Sorry?
In fact, you'll actually get... Yeah, you'll get a line of sight as well. Yeah, as he passes here.
Okay, I thought you were asking me if I wanted to reset. I was like, what?
No. I was saying that at first, I thought it was just a zone of control reaction, so you'd only be able to dodge or reset. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, he's not heavy infantry, is he?
No,
he's light infantry.
Yeah. But you will actually see him as he passes here, so...
Okay.
So you can have a normal go at him.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to actually do is, since it worked so well the first time,
You're gonna pop a mine in.
yeah, and reveal it as a Malignos.
Okay, in that case, while I'm making my move across here, I'll shoot at him.
Okay. I have cover and mimetism -6.
I've got MSV 1, so your mimetism 6 only gets you to -3.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just chain cult you. That's always an option.
Ooh, that's true. Malignos, I don't believe has decent armor. Yeah, it's only armor 1. But they also have regeneration, just keep in mind.
Let's see. So it would have been when he was here that he'd have been able to see you. And we checked zone of control there, didn't we?
Oh, you also have zone control to the Shrouded. I'm just going to attempt a turn to face with him.
Okay. I think we're just going to shoot with the Spitfire. I think I'd rather go for dice here.
Fair. I'll just roll my, what's it called for the Shrouded. There we go. Okay. At least this way you won't be sneaking up on my back.
So, it works out to be at +3, -6. So for -3 in total, so it's on 10s. And I'm going to take 4 shots at you unopposed on 10s.
So +3, then -6. Yeah. Okay. Should probably move your bag there.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should. I only got 1 hit from that.
All right. It's because you have the bag there.
That must be what it is.
All right. So my armor here would be a +4 because of the cover. No. Damn it. All right, he's down.
We put him down. That's good news.
Yeah.
Let's spend another order and activate the ranger again and move up to here.
Okay. That would activate the mine.
Yeah, which I will try to dodge against.
Okay.
So I'm dodging on Fizz 13 versus your template.
Yeah.
I made it with an 8.
All right.
Right, so he's down and he's got no template. Good.
All right.
Those 2 things are important. Next up, I'm going to spend an order.
Okay.
And I'm going to move this camo token over to this cover here.
Okay.
Do you have any AROs that you would like to make?
From that distance and that angle... No, I don't think anything can spot you all too easily. I believe the Q drone can see you from all the way there.
Yeah, it can see me.
I'll delay with it.
You'll delay? Okay. How would you like to go face-to-face with a missile launcher?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about that.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Good old tank hunter. So
this is a surprise attack -3.
Mm-hmm.
I am mimetism -3 and in cover.
Yeah, I can't even see you until you get into cover anyway.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I angled for. That's literally exactly what I angled for.
Okay. You, however, also are fighting against mimetism and cover as well.
So surprise attack, mimetism and cover for you, and just mimetism and cover for me. Okay. But my missile launcher should be at +3. 24 to 40 is +3 on a missile launcher. Yeah.
Okay. And I believe... Yeah, I'm still in my +3 for my HMG.
So I'm on 9s.
And I believe I am at -6 at that point.
What's your HMG at that range?
It's on +3. So it removes the cover bonus, and then there's mimetism.
So that puts you at 8s.
Okay. 8? No, 7.
7s.
Yeah, BS on Q drone is 11.
Okay, cool.
And 4 dice.
Oh no!
I hit once.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no.
Okay, I mean I've got armor 6 against this, so it's a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, we saved. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. I kind of want to try that again.
All right.
So I'm going to idle.
I'll just be at -3 at this point, though.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm so I'm just at -3. So it would be -3 for mimetism, -3 for cover, +3 for range. So yeah, I'm just at -3, which puts me at 9s. Okay, 1 on a 9. Come on, be good to me. Why am I rolling so high? Why am I rolling so high? Why is this happening today? Every dice I roll is so high.
All right, I guess that's 2 hits for me then.
It's a hit and a crit. 3 saves on 10s. Pass 2, fail 1, goes unconscious. Great.
That's how she goes.
Great. Oh, God.
So I lost the Malignos and you lost the Tank Hunter, so that's about equal there.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
Well, there's a possibility I might not lose the Malignos. It also has regen.
Yeah, fair point. When do you score quadrants? Do you score them every turn or at the end of the game?
That is something we should probably
each
have
round.
checked.
Yeah, it's at the end of each game round.
And that's both sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose we should turn on the grid at that point.
When we score it, yeah, but we're not at the end of the round yet, so it's all good.
Okay, yeah.
So if I stay prone with Wallace here, I'm pretty sure I can get round to like here and not be seen if I stay prone.
Let me check. Yeah, you should be good. I can't see between the chest high wall and the building.
Cool. I just want to get up into the quadrant. Okay, so I'll activate Wallace and we'll do a move to there.
Okay.
And then we'll do another move.
Yeah, because nothing's in that quadrant at the moment as far as I know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then we'll do... So I would have got 3 inches. I want to go as far as I can. So let's see how far I can actually get. So this is 1.7.
Okay.
1.3. So I would have got to here. And then a second move of 4 inches will get me right up to the wall, which is what I wanted.
All right. Yeah, come to think of it, like Nomads was only kind of recently added to Code 1, as far as I know.
Yeah, Nomads are a very recent addition. They came in with Crimson Stone, basically.
Right, and that's why our Ariadna is in it too.
Yeah.
So what's left? Well, what's left for Code 1 at this point? Let's see. Options.
Right, I think for my next trick, I will activate my 1/1/2.
Okay.
Hug the cover. That should keep me outside the TR bar. Yeah, because it's not until I get past this line here that it can see me. Yeah. And I'm going to attempt to shoot the Tank Hunter with the medkit.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we're going for it.
Playing the risky game, are we?
Yeah. So it's on 14s to hit, and then it's if it hits, it's a fizz roll from the Tank Hunter, right?
I believe so.
Let me just double check.
It used to be a fizz -3, but
yeah. So if I make the BS attack, then the Tank Hunter performs a fizz roll.
Okay. Medkit. It should be... What's it called? Is it a medikit or a medkit?
Medikit, yeah. I've got it. I've got the rule up.
All right.
So the BS attack is going to be at an uncontested 14.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh.
Why? Why am I rolling so high? This is insufferable. Yeah. How am I supposed to play this dice game?
I had this one game where I had like 100 ambushes set up perfectly, and I failed every single dice roll consistently against my friend.
So gross.
I got halfway through the game. I'm like, Pat, I'm not having fun. I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
It do be like that sometimes. Oh, I forgot to turn this guy around as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we could afford to spend one more order to try that again. Like, the Tank Hunter has really good fizz. The Tank Hunter is fizz 12.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a pretty good roll if I can make the BS attack. So we'll just skip over the bench here so that our 1/1/2 ends up in cover.
Give him a low cover.
Yeah, and then we'll try and shoot again.
Okay.
So once again, looking for a 14. What? This is silly.
That's not ideal.
This is not okay. This is not okay. Okay, I can't waste any more on it. We need to start thinking about scoring. So I've got this Shrouded should be worth less than the Unknown Ranger. So I should be taking this quadrant. I should be taking this quadrant.
Oh, wait. Is he worth more than the Shrouded and the Malignos?
Malignos doesn't score when it's unconscious.
It is Shasvasti.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't score. If it's in any kind of null state, it doesn't score.
Well, it says specifically if they're Shasvasti, they do. Bottom left of the page. Troopers with Shasvasti special skill who are located inside quadrant will always add their points.
Oh, shit.
That is the whole point to spawn embryo, my good sir.
Oh, shit. Okay. That changes things somewhat.
That's why I said you always have to double tap these fuckers.
So, in that case, that might change what I do in my last order, because I was going to go after... right, so hang on. You're not in this quadrant, because you've got nothing that's advanced off the line. So you're not in this one.
No, the Jace is not far enough, no.
You are dominating this one. We're probably tied on this one, because I think this is 2 points and this is 1 point, and he's 3.
Sorry, the Malignos?
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the Malignos is expensive.
Oh, yeah, he's a 4-pointer. He's a 4-pointer, and that specific shroud is 2.5.
So, yeah, so we outscore the Shrouded, but we don't outscore the Shrouded and the Malignos.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it stands at the moment, you've got this one, I've got this one, and it's this one that we're contesting over, and I've got 2 orders left if I spend my LT order.
Yeah. Now, I will point out, there's a possibility that the Unknown Soldier might beat me out, because regeneration, if I fail it, he dies fully.
What's the fizz of the model?
The fizz of the model on Malignos is 12.
Okay, so you're about 60%.
Mm-hmm. It's because the states phase is before the end of the round. Okay. So, and that's when I have to roll the regen. And if I fail, he loses 1 additional wound.
Okay, I think I have a plan.
Okay.
I think I have a plan. It does mean I'm going to have to eat an ARO, but...
Okay.
Fuck, hang on.
And again, for my viewers at the moment, if you guys want to check it out from Mr. Shy's end and talk to his chat as well, I'll provide the link in my Twitch chat.
B Noble says in my chat, if you're rolling this high, you might want to play D&D after this game.
That's where you roll low.
Jesus. It's not okay. It's not okay. I've literally had high rolls all turn. It's really, really ruined my plans. Like, those games where you get, like, a high roll at a critical moment, that's kind of, it's almost fun, do you know what I mean? Those games where you have a whole turn of high rolls, it's like, oh, it's so hard not to tilt.
Yeah. It's like fine if it's like 1 or 2 times, but when it's like consistently on 4 turns in a row, it's like, all right, well,
yeah,
I'm doing everything right. It's just my character isn't.
Okay, I think I have a plan that can do this. Okay.
All right.
Yep. So we're gonna go with this order here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go 2 up to here.
Okay.
So that's my move, and then you can call your AROs.
Well, the CC would be a stupid idea. So I don't think I can see you from that angle. This central building is being a bit of a problem for my HMG's sight line.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree that you probably won't get the shot.
Yeah, so at this point, I just have to take a normal...
Especially, you have to bear in mind as well that if I was moving this on the table, I could cut this corner here because it's lower than my silhouette height.
Yeah.
So I could actually cut this corner, which would completely deny you any chance of seeing me.
Yeah. So the Shrouded, I believe, will just take a... Well, no, CC will just be CC. So I'll just
shoot on the way in.
Yeah, but then it's +3, then -3 because of your mimetism. So I'd be hitting on like 12, whereas my CC is 14.
MA level 2. Remember on the
your martial arts also debuff my shooting if you're entering into close combat.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so that doesn't matter either way. So yeah, mimetism -3, martial arts level 2.
Yeah, so I'll just go for the higher number, which is my CC.
Okay. I will CC.
Okay.
I'm CC 23 with an AP CC weapon.
Level 2, what does that provide again? Here we go. Martial arts level 2, +3, -3, and +1 damage. Well, I hit.
So I'm 23, 26. Oh, right. You rolled a 1. Okay.
So unless you roll a 1 as well. Oh, actually, even then, you'd beat me because you're above 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just take the hit. What kind of close combat weapon do you have?
So it's going to be damage 14 AP.
Okay, AP doesn't really matter in this point.
Yeah,
damage 14. Right, because your Fizz 13 +1 from damage.
Yeah, so he's saving on a 15.
Time for me to roll. Oh, it was almost on 20. It was on
the
20.
I saw it and I held my breath. Jasnaz says press the flip button.
All right,
okay, so that was phase 1 of the plan.
Yeah.
Now phase 2 of the plan is to spend my lieutenant order.
Okay.
And this conveniently located camouflage token here is my lieutenant. Now, does this reveal it? Because I'm spending the lieutenant order on it?
I just know that model is your lieutenant.
Okay, so we're going to go...
and honestly, I probably should have done the exact same thing myself, but I forgot to.
So we're going 4 along the building.
Okay.
And then we're going to go...
2 and 2?
2 and 2, and that puts me in the quadrant. So now, all I need is for one of these to fail their regen, and I get the quadrant, which is much better odds than relying on just the model with the higher Fizz to fail.
Yeah. It's still kind of annoying that I have to... Oh, okay, so let's see. Let's do this. Shrouded, Fizz 12, and Malignos is also 12. Okay, yeah, so go for the Shrouded first.
Shrouded fails. No, he passed! Asshole dice! These dice are trolling me so hard.
All right, he's up. I think that does disconnect us from touching.
I don't believe it does, no. I believe he stands up and he's just back in CC.
I suppose. This is a very, very specific situation.
It is.
This is one of those questions you would toss over to the WGC and let them fight over it.
Yeah.
And the Malignos. Oh. It didn't even roll. It just kind of landed on the 14. All right. And that is just eliminated.
Okay, so that means I do get this quadrant because I have 6 in this quadrant now.
Yep.
Phew. No, 5.5, sorry. I have 5.5.
I kind of would prefer if it was the other way because the Malignos is the damage dealer.
Yeah, it's the better model, yeah.
Yeah, I could just have the Guilo walk up to the Unknown Ranger and do his thing.
Okay, so the way this ends up shaking out is I get this quadrant, I get this quadrant, you get 1 quadrant.
No, I got 2.
You've got no one in this one.
I got the chase.
Oh, shit, you have?
Yeah, and I got the Caliban right behind this building, too.
Okay, so we got 2 each. Which on this scenario,
they do kind of blend into all the buildings and advertisements, so I don't blame you.
Yeah,
it's like
they're very grey. Right, so for this scenario, it's 1 point each for Dominate, same. So we score 1 point each, nice and easy.
Okay. There's no HVT, right?
Sorry?
There's no HVTs, right?
No, they don't. You don't normally use them, no. Although, my custom mission that I wrote uses them.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All the objectives is just quadrants and consoles. Okay.
Cool. So, top of round 2, and it's your turn.
Yeah. So, let's see. I get 9 orders now?
Yeah, she only got 1 model down because 1 kept getting back up. Rolling regen twice. I'm glad at least something that I tried worked that turn.
Regen is so much nicer now. In N3, how it was is that you actually had to take an active... That was the entire order. You had to spend in order to try and get him up.
Oh god, no thank
so
you.
You can only do on that thing. Whereas regen now, it's an automatic thing that happens at the end of every states phase.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, so like twice around, and it's really nice. Okay. Well, I don't like your doctor, so I'm gonna kill him, or at least try to. I don't want to make a flat statement. I've already probably jinxed it, but
okay, he's stepping up there.
Yeah.
All right.
Be out of line of sight of Green Boy. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He will declare a dodge and arrow.
Okay, and I'll just empty the Spitfire at that range, which should be at +3. Yep.
Okay. Fizz 12 dodge. Crit one time, crit one time, crit one time. 20, of course. Of course I rolled a 20.
I rolled all hits.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Because that's the kind of game we're having today. So here's the thing, right? Here's an interesting thing. I have not been beaten on stream yet. I've not actually lost a game of Code 1 on stream yet. I've had a draw.
Okay.
And in some of my... Not all of my games, but in some of my games, it's been... The reason that I've won instead of drawn, or won instead of lost, or drawn instead of lost, has sometimes been because my opponents have been on the receiving end of TTS's dice roller being a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I don't like the randomization. It's not very good.
Right. Now, a lot of people have theorized that TTS's dice roller is really, really bad.
Yes.
This is my first time being on the receiving end of it where I'm just always rolling high, and I do not know how people don't tilt. Like, it's so hard to play a game when every time you roll the dice, it goes not your way. It makes it so hard.
And as I mentioned, I had that one game where everything should have gone perfectly, but because I just could not succeed a single action, a single dodge, a single shoot, I was just like, all right, well, that's game, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm making 4 saves against damage 14.
Damage 14 with AP.
So that's on 12s?
Yep.
I only failed one of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were rolling high.
This is one of the interesting things about always rolling high.
All right. I can climb, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah. It's
okay. No, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm not going to climb. I'm going to jump.
Yep, that's the thing you can do as well if you've got super jump. Do Guilos have super jump?
No, they do not.
I'm not sure.
That's going to be...
Oh, it's just a full order skill then.
Full order. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're going to drop down to there?
Yes.
Is my lieutenant going to pop a shot? Because that is a whole order skill, so I can pop a shot for free. But do I want to reveal for the sake of popping a shot for free?
It'll definitely save me some time if you do.
I mean, I'm in cover to you, but like the next time you move, you can get me out of cover. So I feel like if I don't pop a shot now, while I've got a free opportunity to do so, the next time we're going to be face to face, and you're going to have me not in cover. So I feel like I have to take it now.
Yeah.
So it's an AP rifle. It's not particularly great.
Okay.
It is in good range though.
See, that's a really cool thing about the Guilo, because half of its armor is built up because of the nano screen. AP just removes one single armor value.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm on 15s unopposed.
-3 because of cover.
Yeah, -3 because of cover. So I'm on 12s. And it has got 2 wounds. Great.
Yeah, that is why I took the entire order.
Well, I hit.
You hit.
So you get a save. Okay. Okay. Sure.
That's just how the game's gonna go, isn't it?
Yep, that's how it's gonna be.
That's how she goes.
I feel like I'm going to lose this game because of consistently rolling high, and it feels bad. It feels very bad.
As the mood has currently been set because my Spotify "Fly Me to the Moon" from Evangelion has started playing, which is a little too fitting for the current situation.
Oh, it's so bad.
All right, I'm gonna spend another order on the Guilo. He gon' move.
I mean, like, look at all these models that just shouldn't be dead that are dead.
Well, I mean, I would argue that the Tank Hunter should absolutely be dead from the situation he was in. Yeah. The Tank Hunter, however, should not.
Oh, you mean the 112?
Yeah, sorry, the 112 should not be.
I don't know. I mean, the 112 was dodging on 12s.
Yeah, but it was against like 4 shots.
Yeah.
But the Tank Hunter 100% should be alive here and preventing the 1112's death. All right. All right. What will your lieutenant do?
So we can take a shot here.
Noble says, as a hack player, I wholeheartedly agree on the N4 improvement to regeneration. I know, because my friend Patrick keeps playing Rama Task Force, and it's infuriating. You know what's really fun in a game? Having a AP Spitfire shoot out of a smoke grenade every single turn with super jump. Plot twist, it's not actually fun.
Right. So, Wallace has also got a shot on you from over here.
I suppose he does.
Yep, it's clear as day. It's straight through the middle.
What does he even have?
It's an AP rifle +1 damage.
Oh god. Okay. Well, if he can peg a wound, that's 100% deserved.
I mean, he only got you once you moved out. When you were over here, he wouldn't have seen you. It's only once you moved out here, so.
Well, I'm just saying, at that distance with nano screen, if he manages to peg off a wound,
then he deserves it. Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
The question here is whether or not I'm dodging.
That would be the issue, yeah, because your +3 on your shoot is negated by the cover.
Yeah. So,
given your dodge and your shoot are the exact same roll at this point.
Exactly. Which is why I feel like I'm just shooting, because I'm shooting on 12s, I'm dodging on 12s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll shoot.
Okay.
So I'll do Wallace first, because I'm assuming you're not putting any shots into Wallace.
Yeah, I don't think I can even see him.
If I can see you, you can see me.
Well, in terms of line of sight.
Oh yeah, your facing's wrong. That's true.
I didn't even notice. So
yeah,
that's all yours.
Okay, so Wallace is going to be right.
I feel I shouldn't be pegging Wallace with a pot shot with the Spitfire. I think he should go down a little more in a grandiose manner than that.
It's going to be -3 for range, -3 for cover, which puts it on a 7.
Okay.
So we'll make our one roll on a 7. Come on, Wallace. Asshole. Okay, and then we'll do our face-to-face roll over here on a 12.
Yes. I'm hitting you on, I think, my base BS because you still have mimetism.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled high again.
Oh. All right. 3 hits then.
Okay. Yeah, Lieutenant's about to die. This is fun! I'm armor 3, your damage 14, so 12.
As well.
Oh, so I'm armor 2, so 13s. Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I roll low. Now I roll low.
Oh. Alright, well, that's just full dead.
These dice are a joke. An actual joke.
So, there's no loss of lieutenant, but at this point, you just don't get to use a lieutenant order, right?
Yeah, it does take the lieutenant order off me, which certainly can be good.
Yeah, okay. But now the Unknown Ranger has to contest against another, I think, 4-point model.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 4 points. Chazvasti don't have a lot of expensive units, but when they're expensive, it's for good reason.
Yeah, they're always very, very strong. It's true. It's true.
Have you been on the receiving end of a Noctifer yet?
No.
Oh, Noctifer is a TO camo. Does me saying TO camo mean anything to you?
Maybe it's just a -6.
Yeah, so mimetism -6. But I guess you'd only get the full experience in N4 because they have hidden deployment.
Yeah, you don't have that in Code 1.
And the creme de la creme of a Noctifer play is managing to hit an entire fire team with a Noctifer missile launcher out of hidden deployment as they're moving.
Wow. That sounds like no fun.
The Noctifer's only saving grace against other people is that they do not have infiltration. They have to be in your deployment zone. But if they get the last thing you want as a fire team player is to get a surprise missile out of nowhere.
Right.
And that's what the Noctifer does best. All right. Uxia's down. Caliban's just doing his thing. See, the Caliban and then Jaith Cutthroat would be the perfect people to actually take out the Unknown Ranger. They can actually fight him hand to hand, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I would argue that Jaith Cutthroat is slightly better.
Okay.
Do you have okay, you have a Natural Born Warrior.
Not in Code 1.
Oh, you don't. Okay. Jaith Cutthroat, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jaith actually is technically better at close combat. He has a martial arts level 3 instead too.
Nice.
All right. And well, let's see how this goes.
Shazvasti get all the toys.
They do. It's really fun. My true love, though, always sits with what's it called? ISS.
Uh-huh.
ISS being the Imperial Service, so it's a Eugene sectoral. They have the fun toys. So much crap on them. All right. Caliban, unfortunately, is not a specialist, so I'm going to do a bit of an annoying play on my part. And I'm going to jump the Jaith up to here.
Okey-doke.
Up to here. Any reactions?
Great question. Which model is this?
I think that's the one specific model you keep double checking.
Yeah, I think this might be the model that's... Yeah, we're going to reveal, we're going to shoot.
Okay. Keep in mind, I do have mimetism -6. So if that's still something you want to go with through...
I mean, I'll be shooting you when you're not in cover, so it's only the -6, and then I'll have +3 from the range. I'm almost certain it's +3 range for the APHMG.
Okay.
So it's not that bad, it's 9s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 9s, we'll take it. At this point, I'm getting pretty desperate. Like, I'm really behind now.
Infinity's got that specific line. Like, Warhammer's just like a war of attrition, and things go as they go, and whatever, anything can turn around. But with Infinity, there's a specific line in every single match where you throw caution out the window. Yeah. We're just like, all right,
it's like, I've got to start trying to do something.
I'm just going to throw things out and see what sticks.
3 is a hit.
3 is a hit.
So it's APHMG, so damage 15 AP.
Jaith Cutthroat, I don't believe, has decent armor. No, it does not. And it goes down. Oh, well. At least he still counts as points.
Oh, does he have the Shasvasti embryo state?
He is Shasvasti unit, yes.
Jesus! They're all Shasvasti!
Okay. This was a bit of a mean thing on my part. If a Shasvasti player ever suggests playing Domination, say no. Because it is very much skewed in their favor.
Yeah, it's a good mission for them, for sure.
I think I had one tournament where I think 80% of my army was down, but I still won just because no one got double tapped.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Okay. I don't like using this, but I'm still going to do the thing. I'm going to move Dr. Worm.
Okay.
Move... Oh, he's got 6-4 movement. Speedy boy. So 3 here, and then 3 this way. I also keep forgetting he has a gun.
He does, yeah, he can shoot.
Any reactions?
I don't believe so, no. I don't think anyone sees you.
Alright, I'm doing the second movement here. Okay, and then I'm going to do another move of... Come on. There we go. 4 here, then 2 up here.
So he can't do that.
Yeah, it has to be the full movement. That's right.
Yeah, because of his silhouette size. So he'll have to move to the foot of the steps and then use his whole 4 to get onto the top balcony.
Yeah, that's fine. That was going to be the thing anyways. So he'll just do that.
I mean, you're playing in the side of the board where you're pretty safe anyway, so...
I'm just trying to...
Get him off the ledge. Yeah. Come on, Dr. Worm. Behave yourself.
Hey, there we go. All right, and then I'm just going to flip the switch.
Sure. A whip roll. Oh, you rolled high.
Yeah. Let me check the rules again.
It's hackers that get plus 3. Yeah.
That's a little irritating.
Excellent. That's good news for us. At the end of the day, I need shit to start going wrong for you. After the turn I had.
That's true.
I really need shit to start going wrong for you.
I'm more bummed about the Jaith Cutthroat because he was also a specialist, and I had the smart idea of moving all my infiltration dudes and not flipping the console first. But I guess that's how she goes. All right. I'm going to use my lieutenant order to move my camo boy.
Okay.
Over here.
Sure.
And then, again, over here. Yeah, I'll be fine here. It'll be fine. There we go. And then I will use 1 regular order to move it again.
Hang on a second. I think that might be a rare opportunity for my prone Cosmo to actually shoot. Maybe not.
Don't think so. He's got the whole building in the way.
Yeah. We're good.
All right. And then I'll move him over right about here.
Okie doke.
With the intention that I can see your unknown ranger.
Yep. You can definitely see.
I'm going to... I did want to move the Caliban, but that's going to be a whole other thing. I'm going to move the Guilo instead.
Sure.
I keep forgetting that the Guilo doesn't actually move very far at all.
Yeah, it's one of the slower HIs.
Yeah, but he makes up for it for, like, every other rule that he carries on him. Especially now that he has Albedo, which is absurd.
He's got some tools.
All right.
Okay. Is that everything for your turn?
Well, that was the first half there. Was your arrow?
I don't think anyone sees.
Wallace can see, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wally may as well take a shot then.
And I believe I can see Cosmo.
What, even prone?
Yeah, right there. You see?
All right. Okay. Yeah, the Cosmo may as well take a shot then as well.
Okay.
There's no reason not to.
Split my shots. I'm going to do 3 at the Cosmo and 1 at Wallace.
Okay. So it's, Wallace is at -3, Cosmo's at +3.
All right. I believe you have cover with Wallace at that distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, does he have... Okay, he doesn't have any rules pertaining to mimetism. Okay.
No.
So I'll just be at a flat BS against him, and you're going to be at
-6?
-6. Okay.
Yeah. So 7s.
Okay. Mine's a hit.
Mine's a hit too.
My 9 beats your 4.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so I have 3 armor and 3 cover. What weapon is it again? Spitfire or
AP Spitfire.
AP Spitfire. So I'm in 5 defense versus it, which puts me on 10s. And I failed my save. I'm now rolling low.
Oh.
Wallace takes a wound. He's got multiple wounds, so it's okay.
It's good old no wounding cap. That's good. Aleph has no wounding cap on like nearly everything that's not a robot, which is quite nice.
That's pretty great, yeah. Then this roll.
Cosmo now.
Yeah, so my Cosmo is at +3 for range.
I think we're both +3/-3 at
I believe we
range and at range and cover.
So straight BS of 13 for me.
Okay, I got 3 shots.
I missed.
And I hit once.
Okay, so I'm armor 6, cover 3. Do you have any AP? It was AP, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's AP Spitfire.
So saving on 9s.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Oh, okay.
Cosmo's alright.
Alright. My concern is that the Squilo is still in sight line. So next turn it's going to be the opposite, where you're going to get a whole bunch of shots on me.
Yes. That is definitely going to be a thing that happens.
But I still think the Cosmo's going to have some trouble doing anything without... Well, I mean, like, him being there is safe. As soon as he does literally anything in terms of movement, that is a problem for him.
Yeah, although he might just have to do that anyway.
Yeah, at some point you're going to have to deal with the Q drone.
Exactly.
And that tank hunter, I believe, is still alive?
This one, yeah.
Yeah, because you took the free shot at me.
I did. And it actually worked.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Caliban get in close combat with William Wallace. I think that'd be a pretty even fight as well.
Yeah, it could be a good fight. Could be a good fight if we can make it happen.
Yeah, because again, martial arts level 3, 23 CC. Actually, it'd be kind of interesting because I also have Prothean.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you familiar with Prothean?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess for chat, if they're not familiar with Prothean, if I cause a wound with them all with Prothean, they absorb the wound. Yeah. So I can actually get the Caliban up to like 4 wounds.
It's pretty good.
Which was weird because back in N3, it was kind of annoying. You had to specifically specify Prothean, but if you used it, you couldn't use martial arts or anything like that.
That's not helpful.
No.
Right, start my turn?
Yep. Bottom of turn 2.
Okay. So first things first, I think we're going to have an HMG off.
All right.
I'm going to just pour shots into the Q drone with this tank hunter.
With the tank hunter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has AP HMG. Okay. We're both cover and mimetism, so...
29.4 is still good range.
You beat me by 1 PS, but it'll be okay. So -6.
So +3 -6 puts me at 10s.
That'll put...
No, 9s, sorry. He's BS 12.
So that'll be at 8s.
Yeah. And I've got 4 shots.
Alright, so do I. Didn't like my roll. Don't like that.
Mine's 4 hits. So I only actually get 3 hits.
Okay.
So 3 hits of AP damage 15, please.
Yeah. Darn.
Yes. I needed that so badly.
So normally what I do, which a lot of people really hate, is I like to park a slave drone right behind the Q drone.
This is dead. It failed 2 saves, right?
It is a remote with structure points.
Yeah, you got 6, 6, 12 though. So it only has structure 1, right? So it's dead.
Yeah, they have 2 states of unconscious.
No, you're thinking of an M4 rule again.
Oh, is that not in Code 1?
Yeah, no, in Code 1, structure and wounds are essentially handled exactly the same. It's just engineers can obviously regenerate structure and...
okay.
Yeah, so because the first wound takes you to 0, which puts it as unconscious. The second wound takes it to -1, which removes it.
Yeah, it doesn't even have the remote presence rule in Code 1. Okay.
No, it's not there.
Okay.
Right, that was one really important thing that needed to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that now allows me to stand this guy up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take his prone marker off of him. And he's going to unload at your Guelo.
Okay. I'll return fire.
Because I'm standing up, should I move or should I actually keep hold of cover here? I should probably keep hold of cover here. It's probably not worth moving.
Actually, hold on.
I don't think there's enough to gain by moving.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah. Let's stay still. So we're a +1 burst AP rifle.
However, I'm going to dodge instead of shoot.
Okay. So 4 shots for me. Your mimetism -3, aren't you?
No mimetism, just nano.
So, no mimetism. So he's just got cover from nano screen. For the AP rifle, this is good range. So it's +3 -3. So it's going to be straight BS, which for the Cosmo is 13s. So 4 shots on 13s.
All right, I already rolled a 4, so.
Okay, that's pretty easy to beat.
Sorry, not 4, a 6. So 6.
Okay, I've got 2 8s that cream that. So.
Okay.
Oh my god! Thank God my dice rolls are turning around.
Oh no!
We got him. That's dead.
I think so.
That's dead.
That's Well, you have the rifle, right?
Huh?
You just have a rifle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not dead. He's just got 1 wound.
What, the 9 is a save?
Yeah, because +5. Your AP only puts him down to 5 instead of 6, technically. Because it's a 3 armor bumped down to 2 armor plus the 3 armor from a nano screen.
Oh yeah, sure. So damage 13 puts him on. Yeah, so he needs 9s to save. Yeah, so it's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And again, that's the advantage of nano screen.
So we've got this guy here. We also
and because there's no guts check, I can't elect to retreat, right?
That's right, yeah. So if I want to shoot again, I can just shoot again. But I've only got 3 orders to play with here, so I'm trying to think about what actually scores me points as well. Like, I've definitely got this quadrant, and the only quadrant I really stand a chance of taking you off of. You're off this one actually now, because this guy didn't.
No.
Yeah, because
I still have I still have the Caliban and the Jaith.
Yeah. So the Jaith could get back up, and you have got the Caliban. Okay.
No, he can't get back up. He's just got the Shasvasti rule.
So he still scores anyway, right?
Yeah, and the Caliban's still alive.
Okay, so you've got this quadrant, and it's pretty hard for me to take it off of you. You've got this quadrant. Have you got this one just on the Doctor?
Yeah, honestly, it's just the Doctor. I have like a Nox hidden back here, but like he needs to move up.
But he's not in at the moment, yeah. So I might be able to take you off of that quadrant. I've got this one. You've got this one.
I could have at this point, put the Noxes towards something else, I feel.
So maybe I'll try and get you off of this quadrant. I've got 3 orders left.
Especially since I didn't manage to actually get that console.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go for...
the Doctor doesn't have good stats outside of willpower.
Right, first of all, we're going to flip an order.
Okay.
And we're going to move... right, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to put him down a second so that I can check an angle. Right, so
what else even has Prothean Saga asked? It's not a very common rule. It's, again, mostly just only Combined Army has it. I think it is the Umbra Samaritans, Sheskin, and the Caliban, I believe, are like the only 3 units I can name off the top of my head with them.
Right, so
I think there's one other like Umbra that can take it, but that's it.
We've got to do a move here, which is a bit of a shame. But you've got you get no AROs on the first move.
Yeah.
And then with the second one, we can. We were here. The second one, we can get up to this corner, which is what we want.
90% of the firefights have just been this one quadrant here.
Yeah. So what I'm hoping I can do here is put this guy down, keep this guy trapped in combat, and then put this guy down. That's what I really need to achieve.
Yeah.
And I've got two orders to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. Okay, so we're going to flip an order on this Cosmo and move him 6.
Okay.
Up into...
So moving it there, I'm going to declare a dodge with the MedTech off Ston Mechanoid.
Yeah, and I will declare a BS attack against the same model.
Yeah, nothing else as far as I can see him, so I'll just take my dodge. Oh!
Okay.
I think that might be... That's a crit.
Okay, so I'm going to need a crit to hit. -3 for cover, +3 for range, so it's just BS 13, 4 shots, and I need a crit.
Alright.
Nope.
Alright.
Okay.
That, I'm gonna throw him into prone, just so he can't attempt that a second time.
Can he just... He can't just go prone when he wants, he can only go prone at the start of a move, right?
No, you can do it as part of a dodge.
Oh yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can dodge into prone. Yeah, it's at the start of any action with the movement label.
Yeah.
So he can do it at the start of a dodge. Okay, so our best chance now is to try and HMG this guy out of here, and then hope that this is a cheap model.
Yeah.
I think.
This model does kind of upset me seeing his Code 1 equivalent, I'm gonna be honest. And I kind of wish I swapped him out for something a little more effective.
What's that?
But, oh well.
The Guelo?
No, the camoed model.
Guy. Okay.
Yeah, because he's an incredible model in N4, but like everything that makes him incredible is just not there in the Code 1 version.
It keeps nudging my guys out of cover. I keep trying to nudge them up to cover and they keep nudging back out. It's really irritating. Because I'm going to forget at some point and just like a guy just be in the open when he shouldn't be. Okay, I think we're better HMGing this Guelo then.
At this point, yeah.
So final order. Let's try and put the Guelo down. So we're going to declare an idle here and then a BS attack.
Yeah, I'll be a stack back. There's no point in me trying to dodge it at that point.
Makes sense.
Oh, wait, no, you're not shooting with the Cosmo. You're shooting with the Tank Hunter.
Yeah.
I'll still do the same thing.
So it's +3. Puts me on 15s.
All right, I'm +3, -3. Oh, wait, no, you have Mimetism as well, right?
I've got Mimetism, yeah.
Okay, I'll still shoot. Okay. Oh, wait. No, that'll put me at 10. If I do the dodge, it'll be 12. Yeah, I'll do a dodge.
4 on 15s. 12, 12, 8. So the 2 12s are good enough.
Okay.
2 damage 15 with AP.
Okay.
Oh, what just unplugged from my computer? No way. Did he actually make that?
Oh yeah, it's Guilo. They make everything.
So, hang on, he was saving on 11s? No way! He did make it!
Yeah, the Guilos are tough.
Fuck.
You want to see something a little stupid with them? Have you looked at his BTS yet?
Yeah, he's got BTS. 6 or 9. I know he's got a lot.
It's a 9. Yeah. It's a 9.
It's ridiculous.
They're just virtually unhackable, and they're really hard to peg down. The only way to properly kill it is in CC or using template weapons.
Yeah. That's the trick. So scoring for this round, I've got this quadrant. You've got this one. You've got this one, and you've got this one. So you've got more, which means it's going to be you're going to score. You're going to be dominating more, so it's going to be 2-0 this round. So you're going to go to 3 points. I score nothing, and we flip, and it is the last round. 3-1. Yes.
I want to point out, like, as much as I love the Guaylo, CB recognizes how powerful he is. He's not actually available in vanilla.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in N4 vanilla, both in N3 and N4, he is not available in vanilla combined. Only Shasvasti.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's, as far as I know, it's the only model that's just non-vanilla, but like that's him.
That's weird. Super weird.
Yeah. But I mean, like, vanilla combined has its own unique stuff, like the Avatar, the Charontids. The Charontids especially are nasty, nasty lieutenants.
For sure.
Okay. That is... Okay, how many guys of mine are down? All right, you killed the Q drone and the Jaith. So Q drone, Jaith. Oh, game's giving me a little bit of hitch in there. Should be fine though.
Did you get little lag spikes?
A little bit. Yeah. Well, I've noticed the lag already when I pick up something. There's a noticeable lag in me moving objects.
I get little random lag spikes that are quite upsetting. Makes it especially tricky with stream.
I just noticed that my ping to you is like 140.
I mean, I've seen worse.
It's because we were playing across the ocean. That's definitely it.
Alright, so you're starting this turn on 7 orders.
Yeah, at the moment. I was hoping my Caliban would do a little bit more, but... Oh, yeah, know what? Ooh, can I scum this? Can I scum this? I mean, like, his Shasvasti, worst comes to worst, he just gets downed. I'm gonna move my Caliban back up to here.
Okay.
Just carefully enough that I can see the tank hunter.
Yeah, he'll see you back.
I think how you positioned him, I don't think you can actually see me.
I would say he can. I would say that you're pretty much bang on my halfway line.
Okay.
Yeah, like, remember, from this line, like, I've only got to be able to trace to part of your silhouette. I don't have to, like...
Yeah, okay. Alright.
I would say that I definitely get one back.
Okay. I got
and I was very much trying to make sure that that angle was still covered as well. I rotated this guy as I knocked him in, so I'd be very upset.
I did with the Cosmo Flot as well, so
yeah,
that's good to do. All right. What will
that's
you?
A good point, actually. Will the Cosmo see you? Do you have to come to the edge? No.
Oh yeah, I got to peek out a little bit more for the Cosmo. He can't see me just yet. My intention is just the tank hunter.
Sure. So I would be with this tank hunter. I would be shooting back on. Oh, I think that might be bad range. There's probably 0 range. It's going to be 0 range. Caliban has mimetism. So I'd be shooting back on 9s, or I'd be dodging on 12s. Interesting. Probably supposed to dodge here.
Yeah, keeping in mind that the Caliban has MSV 1.
Yeah.
So I'll be hitting you just on a flat... Actually, I think a +6 at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay. 4 shots, +6, so hitting on 18s.
Dodging on 12s.
Wait, why am I saying +6? Sorry, +3.
Well, I made my dodge. It's not a very good roll, but I made it. It eats the
+3 for me would be 2 hits and a crit.
Oh, is the 15 a crit?
Yeah, that 15 is a crit.
Okay, what's the weapon? Sorry, Spitfire?
That would be just a flat Spitfire.
So 4 against 14. I'm armor 3, so 12s.
Mm-hmm. You know what's kind of fun with the Caliban? You can actually take a version with the SMG and Engineer.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I quite like the SMG specialists. I've got the little paramedic one here. They can be pretty handy. SMGs they're just good up close. It's just a really solid up close weapon. They
are, I would argue, underused because a lot of people don't recognize that they actually have built-in like AP.
Yeah, but like plenty of shots, AP, close range. They're absolutely fine.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I don't blame you for taking 3 tank hunters either. Those are amazing, amazing units.
They're really good for their points, yeah.
And they're for their points, they're cheap. I think I got into a discussion with someone else. You ever get into a game where some unit is just never used, so they get slowly buffed more and more, but because they never get used, no one ever notices until they become too overpowered?
Yeah.
I think that's actually happened with Andromeda in this game.
Oh, really?
Andromeda,
the model is super cheap.
She's beautiful. Well, the model itself is gorgeous. The model is also cheap. But how it used to be is she was just a specialist infiltrator with guard.
Right.
And then that was kind of just it back in the day. But over the time, she's gotten more and more profiles. She's gotten more and more abilities. If you go into operations right now and pull up her thing, it's let me see. She now has 21 CC, martial arts 3, dodge plus 2 inches, guard, which is now a ranged close combat attack. Jesus. CC plus 1 damage, forward deployment plus 8, immunity shock, mimetism, specialist, stealth, no wounding cap.
She's got it all.
And then she can take a profile that gives her infiltration with a plus 6 to the roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good.
She is, at this point, I would argue, kind of busted, but people still don't really use her that often.
For sure, yeah.
All right. Okay, so Caliban did his thing. I don't like your Cosmos there.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt the same thing. Oh, I almost forgot to flip my order. So I'm going to peek the Caliban just a little bit there. And I should be able to catch you out of cover at this angle.
Yeah, that'll definitely be out of cover. I'll get my shots back, but...
Yeah.
My shots back are terrible. I'm pretty sure this is bad range.
24? That is within 24, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad range.
So you'd be at mimetism, cover, and bad range, so -9.
Which is on 4s, but he dodges on 11s. He's actually got lower dodge fizz, but it's still better.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yep, so I'll take my dodges on 11s.
All right, and I'll take my BS 15 shooting. Okay.
I rolled a 20.
Oh.
4 hits. So I'm armor 6. It's not all bad news, which puts me on 9s.
Okay.
4 rolls above 9. He's got multiple wounds as well. No, he failed 2. He failed 2. It was close, but he's unconscious.
All right.
I am so dead.
How many points is Wallace?
3.
Really? I would have expected him to be 4.
No, he's 3. Because his shooting's not great. He's very good in combat, but his shooting's not great.
Okay. I'm tempted to shove my Caliban a little bit closer because he is 3.5. You know what? Actually, them getting to close combat would not be a bad thing. So,
I mean, it's worth pointing out here, I only have 3 models up at this point, so I'm probably going to concede if you kill one more thing.
That's true.
Like, because I just cannot... It's not a concession of like, oh fuck you, I'm out. It's a concession of like, I physically can't score back. Like, if I have when you're in 3 corners, if I only have 2 models left, there's literally nothing I can do. So so if you kill one more thing, then you probably get the concession anyway.
Yeah, it'd be unrealistic at that point. So I flipped one for the med tech, and I'm gonna try to just flip the switch.
Oh, actually, no. No, I have to concede now. You just knocked the Cosmo unconscious. I thought it had a wound on it for some reason, but it's actually unconscious.
Oh.
So, yeah, because, like, all I could do here now is try and hold on to this quadrant by, with my 2 remaining orders, going move, paramedic to get Uxia back up. That's literally all I could do. And that would secure me this quadrant, but you would get this one, and this one for 2 points.
And And at that point, that's assuming that I wouldn't, because I was planning to move my Caliban up here to at least like try to take over this area.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like if nothing goes wrong.
Yeah,
and there's still plenty that can go wrong there.
Console as well.
You got me, Chris. Yeah. That's damn, that hurt. That really hurt. I will say, I didn't take all of the stuff I should have taken in this list.
No.
So Ariadna don't get any TR.
Okay.
So what I normally do in this mission for Ariadna specifically is I take some kind of paratroopers to try and deal with TR bots.
Yeah, the paratroopers are fantastic for Ariadna.
Be able to like paratroop in, put something in, say, here, for example, and be able to kind of move up to here and get close range shots on the TR bot.
Yeah, see, if you move there, that would have been a perfect counter to my Caliban at that point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I took a bit of an experimental list, and I learnt a lesson that it's not a good idea to not take those paratroopers. I think that's something that I really sorely missed during this game.
I would agree. With Ariadna, they have a few very strong units, and it's almost always the paratroopers. The paratroopers and some of their stealth units they're worth their weight in gold.
Agreed. Yeah. No, they're really, really good. But that said, you played great. Like I know, obviously, we were lolling a bit that I lost a lot of troops to a round of high dice rolls, and that does suck. Yeah. Especially when it was my ML was the first casualty of those high dice rolls, because my ML was my best hope for dealing with both the Guelo and the TR bot.
Yes, exactly. Because I think if ML was still alive, I think he would have been a decent enough threat that that the Guilo might not have survived trying to take out your 1-1-12. It was just as soon as that went, then kind of things crumbled.
It also puts me in a position where I can actually afford to activate the Ranger and attack into this combat and then or dodge out into this, or I can start to play a bit more risky with the Ranger if he's got some fire support cover, because you've got to start thinking about
so that was a mentor with That was a mentor with a boarding shotgun that was hiding behind there.
Right.
So I was waiting for the Ranger to take him out so I could just pump a couple rounds in his back
for sure
before he turned around.
So I'm not going to say I only lost because of bad dice rolls, because you definitely played really well. Like your long range tactics with the Caliban here, finding angles to get guys out of cover was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And you absolutely deserve applause for that.
Yeah. The James Cutthroat, I believe I could have done a little bit better with him, but I think him taking out Uxia was probably worth it.
Yeah, I mean, he got kind of unlucky as well. He did get kind of unlucky. But what I would probably say is that this game would be 5-1 to you. If I hadn't have had the turn of bad dice rolls, it probably would have at least been closer. So that's probably one thing we can say.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no, I think it was a pretty decent game. It was unfortunate.
I had fun. I don't get to play against Ariadna all that often. Usually when I do, it's always US Ariadna.
I love them. So yeah, I
have my own US Ariadna as well. So I think US Ariadna is the one that everyone always ends up picking up when they're halfway through the game.
I think if I was to move Ariadna over to N4, my Ariadna army is very much built around Code 1 at the moment, but if I was to move to N4, I'd probably play TAC.
TAC is definitely fun. Just the amount of cheapness they have in them.
Yeah.
I don't like that they're constrained by their 15 model rule currently by N4. That really hurts Ariadna specifically because...
They actually have exactly the same problem in Code 1. It can be really hard to spend your points sometimes.
Because you got 10-point models in there for N4, and which are I can only imagine that the what is it? The Kazakh troops are probably 0.5 in this game.
They're 1. The line Kazakhs. They usually
there's still 1.
Most of them are 1. Yeah. Oh no, you actually don't have the line Kazakhs. I think you only have the veterans in Code 1. Yeah, you only have the veterans.
Yeah, because I was going to say it wouldn't translate well if it's that small of a denomination. Because compared to mine, my Nox troops are 14 points if you're taking them in N4, whereas Line Kazakh is 10 points. And when you reduce that down to a single-digit denomination, it doesn't work.
For sure, yeah. Something you do get in Code 1 is a half-point Rocket Lieutenant with SMG, which is pretty good.
Oh,
but it's interesting because one of the things that Ariadna are really good at is trading up. And so in Code 1, at 25 and especially at 30 points, you tend to be forced to play a lot of Ariadna's more expensive units, which is actually where they get their worst value for money. It's their 4-point and up units are their worst units.
I've noticed that because you got the Blackjack in US
Blackjack's
Ariadna.
Terrible. Absolutely awful.
Well, that's the thing is the Blackjack in N3, I don't have any experience with them in N4. It was okay. It was still very expensive for what it did, but the Project Ratnik was actually just the worst version of the Blackjack. It was just as expensive.
So if you compare a Cosmo Soldat to a Blackjack, the Cosmo Soldat and the Blackjack, the specialist version that I took today is 3.5 points. The APHMG +1 damage, which is the one that you normally take, is the same cost as a Blackjack. But the Cosmo is BS13, Fizz 14 dodging on 11s, Armor 6, BTS 3, 2 wounds. And it's Silhouette 2, so it's a lot easier to hide. The
Compared to the Blackjack, which loses armor once it takes a wound, and it doesn't have the amount of variety.
The Blackjack is Silhouette 5. It's a point of armor worse. It's the same BS. It's the same CC. It's a point of Fizz higher, but dodges on 9s, not 11s.
Yeah,
it's all around worse. It's literally in every single way worse.
And they need a buff on them somehow. They really, really need to buff them.
Its APHMG doesn't have the extra point of damage. Its AP sniper rifle is just terrible.
It's desperate. It's not even AP. It's T2 rifle sniper, if I remember correctly.
In N4.
In N4,
in Code 1, it's an AP sniper rifle.
Okay, well, that's...
Yeah.
Does dual action just not exist in Code 1?
No, dual action exists. Yeah, dual action exists.
Okay. It should be dual action then. It shouldn't be AP. That's weird.
No. I mean, what it should be is a multi-sniper rifle in Code 1 if they want to do that. That's the way they want to handle it. But yeah, it's just weird. So in these bigger games, you are incentivized to actually take your units that are not good at what Ariadna are good at, which is kind of actually why I like playing them, because it teaches you how to play Ariadna when they're not at their best.
That's true.
When you're playing a 15 points mission, Ariadna are insane because you just get so much value in the cheaper units. You know, something like Uxia is a great example. Something like Uxia that is a 2-point unit, has MSV1, boarded shotgun, pistol, APCC weapon, martial arts, surprise attack, camouflage, dodge +2 inches, infiltrate +6, mimetism -3. It's just got everything.
Yeah, she's just a fucking powerhouse there.
Yeah,
do you have access to grunts on Code 1?
No, we don't get them. The only line troopers we get are Scots and Rockets.
Okay. That's fair enough.
But then that said, we also get the 1-point infiltration camouflage rocket.
Okay.
Which is insane. There's a rifle version and an SMG version.
Yeah.
In Scots, we get where are they? First Highlander Division, Scots Guards. There they are. So in Scots, we get a 2.5-point missile launcher that's BS12. We get a +1 burst SMG on a 2-point model. We get various flavors of camouflage on those models. We actually get a camouflage missile launcher for 3 points, which is pretty good.
Noble says the tragedy is that US Ariadna didn't really change much from N3 to N4, which is a problem. And I agree with that, because N3, they did get a slight repolishing, we'll call it, before the switch to N4, but it still wasn't enough to really bring them up to snuff, because, again, Blackjack isn't really impressive even in N3 or in N4. They do have some starred units like Hard Cases. Van Zandt is incredible and grunts being as cheap as they are with armor 3 is also a big crutch. But I find that Ariadna doesn't function the best it can outside of when it can't take like the fire teams or the specialty units for its sectorals.
Yeah. And similarly in Code 1, it just struggles at 25 and 30 points. It's really a 15-point army.
Because like I can play Shasvasti even in N4 without a single fire team, no problem. And I feel after playing Code 1, they're the exact same way. I have a bunch of specialty units. Noxes will stay back as cheerleaders, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But
Shasvasti's strength in Code 1 is that they get access to basically everything. They're pretty much all more fragile than the equivalent counterpart from basically any other army, but they get all the toys, and you get to choose how you want to play the game, which is a huge strength in Code 1, where all the other factions are very narrow in what they can do.
Yeah, like I said, there's only a couple things missing out of Shasvasti that kind of bugs me, which is like I don't get seed soldiers, which is kind of a big detriment to me specifically. And the mentor, I want to talk about the mentor here because I'm that annoyed me the hell out. So mentor is ideally always the best lieutenant you can ever take for Shasvasti outside of taking Sheskin. Because the mentor, for those who are unfamiliar, just straight up camo with boring shotgun. They're very, very cheap, but they also in N4 properly get decoy, which gives them some survivability and confusion on the opponent's part. Because I like putting the decoys sometimes very high up to make them think I have a sniper. And they have counterintelligence, which is sometimes when it comes into play, it is clutch. But again, they have like willpower 14 at like, what is it like? Let me look up their points because I do want to stress that they are ideal. Mentor. There we go. Mentor with Born Shotgun Lieutenant profile, 23 points for a camo unit with decoy and counterintelligence at wit 14.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
He's fantastic. Yeah,
it's pretty nuts. Yeah. So it's interesting. There's definitely still some room for some tweaks. My hope is that Code 1 will continue to get balance tweaks because it doesn't need a lot. It doesn't actually need a lot. That's the thing with Infinity is like an entire army can be pushed in balance just by a tiny little tweak to 1 or 2 units. Ariadna's problem, for example, at the moment is that they need their expensive units to be better because their cheap units are so good for what they are that if you're forced to play their expensive units, they can't pull their weight.
Absolutely. I agree 100% on that. There's a lot of key units in Ariadna who are pricey, which you are now forced to take with the 15 model rule that unfortunately do not perform as well as they should.
Yeah. And so, that it's all pretty small tweaks, like, and that's not to say that like Ariadna's expensive units need to stay costed at what they're at. They can go up in points. You just need more abilities on the one model.
Yeah. I really do think that the Project Kratnik and the Blackjack should be bumped up to like a minor tag at that point. Battle Ravaged can probably stay as long as you up both armor values. Up it to like a 7 then a 5 or something like that, I think would be ideal for them.
Yeah. Fair play. Well, look, Chris, it's been a fun game. It didn't all quite go the way I hoped it would, but I learned a lot, and learning is just as much as of a fun time as winning, so I'm not worried at all. Congratulations on being the first person to knock me off on stream as well, if that means anything to you. Probably doesn't, but it's a fun little factoid, isn't it? You can now tell people.
I'm a bit of a losing streak at my store, so I'll count it as a win on my part.
You can, at least you can now say to people, "Oh yeah, Mr. Shy, I was the first guy to beat him on stream." Yeah, the prick.
I'll get engraved and put the plaque on the wall.
There we go. So thank you so much for coming on though today. Have you got anything you want to plug before you go? Have you got anything you want to tell the audience about?
Well, I got my Twitch channel. I am constantly painting both Infinity, Warhammer, and other models. I run a commission business. At the moment, the queue is hella full, but I appreciate anyone who would come in and just hang out and chat, because we talk about tactics, we talk about painting, and we talk about video games, because everyone does.
Yeah. And it's well worth a check out. Always support your streamers and your content creators. So, folks, if you do want to go over and check out Keyline Prime on Twitch, there is a link in the description to this very stream. And when the stream is completed and becomes a video, that link will still be there, so you'll be able to come back and check it out then. But thank you so much for watching, folks. Don't forget, Weekly Waffle comes out tomorrow. We're going to be talking about alternatives in general, not just alternatives to Games Workshop. And then main video comes out next Wednesday, where we'll be doing something very different that we've not done on the channel before. So